Hello everyone, my name is Shambhavi. Hope you all are doing well. So basically, now today we are going to see that how you can secure your password. Okay, let's say you have put out your password and something you have made out your account, and at that particular page you had put out your password. Right now, basically how to secure that password so that it is very difficult for the hackers to crack that out. We are gonna see that particular thing today. Right now, like it is found in the study, one of the studies was made and it was found in that particular that if your password is having many special characters into it, then it is very much difficult for the hackers to crack that out. Right now, basically, let's say you have written out a very simple password. So, how can I just convert that simple password into a password that is very much secure? Right, this thing we are gonna see today. So what I can just do here is that first let me give you an idea of what I'm just gonna do. So okay. These there are many special symbols which we have here, right? We have many special symbols like at the rate, dollar, many things we have here. Now what are like how that special characters actually relate to the alphabets which you're having. Okay. Let me show you an example. Let's say I just wrote dollar. So okay, hold on. Let's say I just wrote S. Okay. S and dollar look like almost similar to each other, right? They both actually look out similar to each other. So S is equal to, let's say I just put out a like character which is S, so that's actually looking out similar to the dollar. Right? Let's say I just put out A. For A we can have at the rate. It is even simple to learn as well, right? Just very simple to learn. So what I'm just gonna do here is that I am going to replace the normal English characters with the special symbols so that my password would become very much secure. Right? This is what I'm gonna do here. Fine. S and A is in, let's say I just wrote H, that is, let's say, this hash sign. Okay. I'm having, let's say, I, that is exclamatory mark. Right? Let's say these are all the things which I am gonna do here. Fine. Now, now basically what I will just do is that I'll be making out several variables, and into that variables I'll be putting out and writing out some common like some common alphabets and the extension for them, like what is the symbol that is actually that will be replacing in that particular name. Okay. Now I would be making a variable. Let's say okay. Let's say that is secure. I will just write here secure. Okay, secure is one of my variables which I am making. So I just put out a tuple here, right? Now basically I would put out again tuple. Now here I'll be replacing that S with the dollar, like just like this. Fine. I would replace out this S with the dollar. These are actually looking same, right? As I mentioned here that I'll be doing that. I had just done out the same thing. Fine. I put out a comma. Again I put out a bracket. Okay, now I would just put out, let's say, A. Okay, and I would just replace that A with the at the rate sign, right? Now same thing I'll be doing some for other things as well. Let's say I just write out H here. Okay, put out a comma, and I will just replace this H with the hash sign. Okay, let's say I would be doing out the same thing for I as well. So here I have I, and okay, inside the semicolons I, right, I put out a comma and I would just write here exclamation mark. Let's say these are some common things which I can actually replace here, right? Because S is almost similar to the dollar, A is almost similar to the at the rate, H is almost similar to hash, and I is almost similar to like that exclamation mark. Hey, these are the things which I can actually like change out here. Fine. Now, what I would just do here is that I would be making out a function. Let's say def. Def is the keyword which we actually use to make out a function. And let's say my function name is pass underscore secure. Fine, let's say this is my function name, that is pass underscore secure. Now what I would just do here is that I would just, for now, I would just keep this function as empty. Afterwards, I would pass some argument into it as well. Okay, for now, what I would keep it as empty. Applying my for loop, that is for m comma n, in, and my variable name is secure, right? This s is m. right? And this dollar is n. So for m and n, insecure. Fine, come on to a new line here. And here we again using out some variable, let's say dollar, and yeah, then I'm just using here GEN. Okay, that would actually short form for the generate. Alright, and same I'm passing here inside the function, that is GEN. Okay, that I have done it out here. So GEN is equal to, I would just again use GEN dot replace. Okay, dot replace, and I would just put out here m comma n. Now what this replace m comma n will do, so this replace function that I have used out here, what is the use of replace? It is used to replace means interchange out some values, replace out some values or characters, whatever you are having, right? So it will simply replace out this s with the dollar. Whatever the characters you have given on the basically left hand side, they will be replaced by the characters or the symbols that you have given on the right hand side. So dollar will not be replaced by s, but s would be replaced by dollar. Hear to me very loud and clear, okay? Now here once again this a would be replaced by at the rate sign. This h would be replaced by hash sign. This I would be replaced by exclamation sign. Right? These are all the things which will actually happen here. Fine. So for I just written def pass underscore secure is my function name that I had made, and into the bracket I had written here gen. That is a variable which I have made out here. Right? Then I applied out my condition for m comma n in secure. Right? M and N are basically these two, right? M is basically this S which I have given, and N is basically this dollar, right? These are two. Okay, see, this is one tuple. Okay, so inside one tuple we have two things. One is M and another one is N. Okay, inside this only we have M and N. So that actually works, right? And here I have taken even put out the variable name that is secure as well. So it will automatically understand that this M and N are referring inside to this secure. Fine. After that, I have the gen, that is same my parameter which I have passed. So gen is equal to gen dot, and here we're replacing out m comma n, right? So s would be replaced from dollar, a would be replaced from at the rate, h would be replaced from hash, I would be replaced for the exclamation mark. Let me come down. And here what I would just do, I would just return, okay, just one second, I would return here gen. Fine, return here gen, the variable in which I have replaced out my m and n. So I will just return that as an answer for me. Now I will just apply my main condition that if underscore name is equal to main. Okay, I just wrote out my main function here. Now what I would just do is that I would just take again that gen. Now what to store in gen? I have just made out the gen as a variable, but what to do here? This I haven't declared this gen till now, right? Well, now what do I need to do here is that I need to put out my basically I need to put out my the other like a string as an password for me, right? I would just write here input, and into the bracket I'll be writing that enter the password which you want to secure. Okay, let's say this is the sentence which I'm having, that enter the password which you want to secure. Fine. So I have taken here this in the, I haven't put any of the data types in the starting. Why I haven't? Because I want this thing to be in the string. Right, in my password I can have actually characters, I can have numbers, anything I can have, right? So it's better to take it out as a string, because numbers can be treated as a string, but a string cannot be treated as a number, right? So in that case I just taken here the string as a like common data type. Okay, I would use here gen is equal to, now my function calling will take place here, that is pass underscore secure, right? And inside that I'll be passing out that parameter in which I have taken the input from the user, right? And now at the last line, what I would just write here, I would just write print if string, and I would just write here that secured a secured form of your password is, put out the colon like this. Okay, just let me come down so that you are able to see as well, right? Just one second, right here, secured form of your password is, and now I would just expect this like except this column and just say write gen here. Fine, because gen is a variable in which your secure form of the password will be saved because I have used my replace function into this gen variable only. Right. So I just wrote it out. Let me explain that how will it actually work. Then I would just run there as well. Okay. Okay, I have replaced that all you have understood till now, right? Simply, how will it do actually? Simply, here my gen will take the input from the user. I would just enter some password here, okay? Now, after that, basically what will happen, the gen is equal to pass underscore secure. It will call out my function, this function which I had made, and it will go inside this function. Then what it will file m comma n in secure. Then it will check that what is actually secure. So it will find that secure is one of the variable in which I have stored multiple tuples. So it will find out that thing. Right, then I have wrote gen is equal to gen dot replace m comma n. So what it will do, it will replace m and n from each other. That is, in place of s, it will make out the dollar. Right, and I simply returned out the gen as a variable. Right, that is okay, fine. And now here simply at last the secure form of the password would become. I would just run this out here. Just let me run it out. Fine. Yes. So okay. Let me go here. Right here. Let me write here Shambhavi. Fine. Now just have a look at what is the secured form of the password which I just look me up. Let me write see that was a secure form of the password. See what happened. This S has been replaced with dollar. This H has been replaced with hash. This A has been replaced with at the rate. M is same because we haven't given it anything to get out replaced. Then before B as well we haven't given anything. Then H is replaced by hash. A is replaced by at the rate, and V is replaced in same because we haven't given anything for V, and I is replaced with exclamation mark. Now, I don't think so that it would be very much difficult for you to remember out this password. No, it won't be, right? Because it's a simple one. You simply all of the characters are actually matching out here. What you just need to do is that you just like give it a little bit of attention, and that will actually do out your work, right? This is what you need to do here, right? Now, I hope that you have got a clear enough fair idea that how you can write out a program for generating your password, secure your password actually, right? Here you can just now enter multiple characters, anything, whatever you just wish out here, you can just do that particular thing, right? So I hope that you have got a clear and a fair idea regarding how you can make a password secure. Okay, how you can just make out your password secure using the Python program. Now simply you can just convert this thing as well as in the tkinter form because we have already done many of the programs in the tkinter. So that I'll not be telling here, but I hope that you'll be able to convert that into the tkinter very easily. Right? So I'll be stopping here. So this is all for this video. Till then, thank you and take care.